I'm not amazing at this, but I am workmanlike. So let's just crack on and see how it goes. Alright, so kids. Let's talk about kids. Kids today dream of becoming astronauts and pop stars. I wanted to be a store manager at Boots the Chemist. And that sadly didn't happen. I was just dreaming too big. But one thing that really winds me up about Boots is their slogans. Anyone know what their slogan is? Anyone? Oh, what lovely. It's not Here Comes the Girls, no, it's nice. I think that's M&S. No, it's Trust Boots. And I'm thinking, well, you know, why should I trust you? You're a shop, aren't you? You don't, you know, you're not a wife or a close personal friend. And I don't even know why I'm talking to you, because you haven't got ears because you're a shop, aren't you? And, you know, pretentious slogans like that just make me furious. I don't really look very furious, but I am deeply furious about that. But more on that later anyway. So, walking around quite a lot more than I it's a bigger stage than I was led to believe, to be honest. I quite like it. Now I've got something sad to tell you. I recently split with my girlfriend. Thank you for that, it's okay. Now, since the Boots dream crashed and burned, I have... I don't know what you said, don't care. Boots dream crashed and burned. My ongoing life goal has been to take a kind, beautiful, intelligent girlfriend instead of what I usually end up with, which is a sex partner / raging psychopath. Talking about women, actually, here's another pretentious slogan. This is for the ladies. If, I mean, you know, I'm sure some men know it too, but if any ladies know which company this is, then do shout it out. Get the London look. Rimmel, there it is. I'm sure some men knew that as well. Right, get the London look. Right, here's the problem with that. London is one of the most multicultural cities in the world. So, what the fuck is London look? How the fuck are you meant to get the London look? They might as well say, get the Stephen Hawking look, which is just as difficult. And I should know because I've tried that before, laughing at my own jokes. But yeah, back to girls and girlfriends and women and that sort of awful business. Now, people say you should devote your time to a hobby or an interest, and then the women will follow because you're showing less interest in them. So I've tried that. I've really tried, and I just can't really find anything. But here's what I've tried. I've tried getting into films. They're good, aren't they? But there's only so much pornography I can take in one sitting. I've tried being a rock star. The closest I've come to that is angering friends at parties by destroying the hits of Radiohead on a ukulele. So that was no good either. Actually, have released a record, but that's come talk to me about that later. So that wasn't actually a very good joke because I was just lying. Not really a rock star, but I could be one. And also tried stamp collecting, but I had to stop that because I kept getting broken toes. And that's a pun. Two different meanings of the word stamp. I've also tried getting into... What did you do this? It's just like it's a mess. I don't really need it, of course. Right, so I've also tried getting addicted to things. Because addiction's a bit like a hobby, isn't it? And, you know, everyone's got a vice apart from me. So what have I tried? I've tried getting into cocaine, getting addicted to cocaine, yeah. But sadly that just makes me boring. And incontinent. And I've tried, what else? I've tried getting addicted to sex, but can anyone tell me what the problem with sex addiction is?
Partner.
Thank you, Alex. Is that Alex? Thank you very much, Alex. It's close enough. Yeah, it relies very heavily on the number of women willing to sleep with me, which seems, frankly, very, very disappointingly low. I don't know why. Maybe it's probably just all in my head, isn't it? And I've also tried, I love sweets, so I've tried getting addicted to Haribo. But, you know, food isn't really an addiction, it's more a necessity, and anyone who says they're addicted to food is just a fat cunt. Talking about sweets, there's one more slogan I've got for you. Anyone shout out if you know which product this is. Taste the rainbow.
Skittles.
Almost like someone knows that joke already. I mean, it's not actually, that wasn't the joke. Yeah, taste the rainbow. Nice. It's nice. Tasting a rainbow. Sounds lovely on the face of it, doesn't it? But of course, well, that's until you remember that Skittles, that rainbows don't actually taste of anything. They're made of refracted light, aren't they? So the better slogan would be taste the coloured sugar. More accurate, and you know, well, just more accurate. Taste the coloured sugar you cunt, perhaps. Maybe that would work. Anyway, look, I've been rambling, so I'm going to wrap up now. Basically, now I'm trying to devote my time to stand-up comedy, which, to be honest, just feels like a crippling form of therapy. But if any ladies in the room, yeah, I'm doing this. If any ladies in the room can make me fancy you, and you'd like to be my girlfriend, then, you know, I may have finally achieved something in my life. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, try your lucky for like what you see. Really. You can get stuck into some cocaine, sex, and Haribo. Because, frankly, I can't get enough of that stuff. You've been a wonderful audience. This mic stand's falling apart. Thanks for laughing. And